here's this week's free lesson. It's awesome. It's a song called Always by the group Panic at the Disco. And Always is a real cool acoustic fingerstyle piece that uses a simple A major chord. I like to use my A major, or make my A major, by using finger number 1 on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, finger number 2 on the 4th string at the 2nd fret, finger number 3 on the 2nd string. You might see it played differently like this, with 1, 2, and 3 in a diagonal line like so. However you want to do it is just fine. Just remember, string number 1 will stay open. So to play this song, I'm going to play a simple pattern using my right hand to do an arpeggio. The pattern's going to sound like this. Now, it'll be count that 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And I'm going to play it like so. I'm going to start by using my thumb and index finger to play strings 5 and 3 together. Then my thumb and middle will play string 4 and 2 separately. And then my index will come up on string 3 and thumb back down on string 4 to complete the measure. So altogether that's 1, 2, and then that ties, the and of 2 ties over 3, and I hear and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now here's another idea. We could play the thumb 1, 2, and play the thumb on beat 3 on the 5th string and 4. I like that sound too. That sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, on the intro to the song, I play the A major, and then I add my 4th finger to the A major at the 2nd string, 3rd fret, which gives me a chord called A suspended 4. It's abbreviated A sus 4. Back to A major, and then I've got a sequence. 2 A notes together, string 5 and 3, then string 6, string 3 at the 1st fret, which are notes from an E major chord, string 6 and 3, both at the 2nd fret, which is a D with F sharp in the bass, and then I take fingers 2 and 3, bring them up to the 4th fret, and that's an E with F sharp in the bass, and that sounds like this. These are all 8th notes with 8th rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, into the verses, very simply, we continue. I'll just take you through like the first 4 measures of the verse. A major. Then I move my 1st finger backwards on string 3 from the 2nd fret back to the 1st fret. This changes the chord to what's called A major 7. I lift my 1st finger out of the chord, which changes the chord to A7. And then we change to a D suspended 2, and my right hand pattern shifts all the way over 1 string each. Strings 4 and 2 together, 1, 2, and that strings 3 and 1. Back to string 4 with my thumb, index finger up on string 2, thumb back down on string 3. That measure will sound like this: 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So here's A major, A major 7, A7, D sus 2. Actually, it's got a neat sound. It's very similar to a lot of Beatles songs. A major 7, A7, D sus 2. There you go. That's the beginning to Always from Panic at the Disco.